Thursday at 8 a.m., which means only one thing. It is time to check in with one of our favorites, a coach who once shamed me and big dogged me at a charity softball game and took me aside after an aggressive handshake and admonished me for not talking enough about this team. And the thing is, she was right, because look at this team. Of course, I'm talking about Coach Beth Torina. Coach, what's going on? How are you doing?
I mean, you got to fight for your people.
Hell yeah.
Like, not all of us are just on vacation all week last week, going to Disney, cruising around. Like, some of us are, like, working, trying to create this great team that deserves to be talked about.
Absolutely.
I'd like to point out, Coach and I were on the winning team together that year.
That's true, and I was not.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point out, Coach, we led the show with softball yesterday. Hebert nearly getting the no-hitter, beating the hell out of UL. We love to see it. We also love to see conference play opening up. But before we get into the actual schedule itself, I just want to highlight for those that maybe don't know what the SEC is in softball this year. And it's just every year. But again, it just continues to be more so. Right now, Jake, the top 25, you have 13 of the top 25 are SEC teams. Yeah. There's 13 of the 16 of the conference, 13 of the 25 of the country. The top 4, 6 of the top 7, and 7 of the top 10 all reside in the SEC. Coach, do you feel like your team is ready for this gauntlet?
When you're saying that, I see like the little emoji with the mind-blowing thing. Like, that's all I can think.
It's insane.
Like,
it's insane.
It really is. It really is. And, you know, we feel like we've been challenged, right? We've played some really good teams with UCLA, Virginia Tech, like really good teams. But I know that we still have a really tough road in front of us without question.
Coach, I mean, you only have the one loss on the season, and
Unreal.
The thing that I want to talk about is after you do have a loss out west in a game in which you almost, come back, and at the very end you have a chance and fall just short, but after that you've won 9 games in a row, and so not allowing that loss to turn into 2 or not allow it to really change your team's play, because after that you look at all the 5-inning games, you had a 6-inning game. I mean, it's just not winning. I mean, it's total domination. You're ending these games quickly.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me that loss was for good. I'm not sure any loss is good, but like last year's team not only had to go into this weekend of like tough conference play, but we're also going into it defending this undefeated streak, right?
Yeah.
So it was like so much on their plate. Like this team just gets to go play Kentucky this weekend, go play SEC play. They don't have anything else hanging over their head. But this team really isn't that team anyway. They're just out to prove people that they're good and go play LSU softball.
And so coming up this week, and as you said, of course, a top 25 team in Kentucky, which actually, did I miss it? Whatever, I'll redo my math later. But Kentucky coming in ranked number 23. Of course, LSU 4th in the country. Guys, again, it starts Friday, 6 p.m., Saturday, 5 p.m., Sunday at 1. If you haven't been out to Tiger Park or the Berm, it is one of the best vibes in all of Baton Rouge. It's so much fun, so entertaining. If you got little kids, you go to the Berm, you let the kids run around, get out there this weekend, pack it out for a rank-to-rank battle. Coach, I know you are a film obsessive. What does Kentucky do well? What are y'all on the lookout for this weekend?
Well, Kentucky does a lot of things well. They're really well coached. They have a brilliant coach, a really good coach at strategy. So they'll be well prepared, and they're swinging different this year. They're swinging really big. They've provided a lot of power offense, a ton of home runs last weekend against Missouri. Although we can hit a home run ourselves, I was going to say, if you sit on the berm and Tori Edwards hits a home run out there, don't try to catch it. It was 84 miles an hour last week. Don't try to catch it. Just knock it down, okay?
Jeez. It's actually I had a buddy texting me about that very thing, saying that Tori Edwards hits nukes, and the evidence is there. How about Danica Coffey though? One of my favorite stories from the season, of course, last year, brutal loss when she goes down. And I remember at the time her telling you, look, this is not how my story is going to end. And now here she sits. She's already taken home 2 SEC Player of the Week accolades in this very early season. Leads a team, 35 hits, 27 runs, 27 walks. She's number 2 for her career in on-base percentage in the school's history. Number 3 in batting average, career batting average of 379. How fulfilling is it for you as a coach to see Coffee come back from injury in this form?
I can't say enough about her. I mean, even before all this happened, she's been just a fan favorite, a staff favorite. She's like the kid that just is on the sandlot that loves to play the game. It's incredible what she's doing. And I was going to say, like, can you believe a leadoff hitter has 27 walks?
No,
like
that's
a leadoff
crazy.
hitter that can run has 27 walks. Like what she's capable of doing at the plate, the way she controls the strike zone, the way she can hit all parts of the zone, elite, absolutely elite in her own category.
Here's a fun fact I just looked up while trying to look up home run stats. Danica Coffey, second in the nation in batting average right now, hitting .561. Out of all the thousands of players in the nation right now, Danica Coffey's second. Against a good schedule, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and just so humble about it, too. Like, just working and humble and, like, you know, trying to, like, deal with the mentality of being great instead of just walking around being like, I'm great. She's, like, trying to, like, wrap her head around the fact, like, wow, I'm really doing this, you know? Just so fun to watch play and so fun to see her succeed.
Coach, going back to you being kind of a film junkie is one of the best things, you know, that we love talking with you about. So many common opponents with Kentucky, Virginia Tech, UCLA, Southern Miss, Notre Dame, all these teams that y'all have played as well. Like, what can you take from watching them play teams that you prepared to get ready for?
Yeah, I mean, one cool thing is, like, I usually watch the hitters for the other team, right, because I call the pitches. But I know a lot about their pitching staff because I have watched them face all these teams in this. So I've been able to participate in some of the chats with our offensive people, with Bryce and Sandra and Zach, a little more because I've seen them throw and how they've attacked people. One interesting thing about them, they have a transfer from Oregon State. She's like a changeup kid, and she gets in every single game. They bring her in relief in every game in the biggest moment. We're going to face a changeup this weekend, so we'll need to be prepared for that.
Coach, best of luck this weekend. An incredible start to the season. Conference play begins now. Cannot wait to get out to the berm. Again, guys, 6 p.m. Friday night, 5 p.m. Saturday night, a beautiful Sunday, 1 p.m. game coming up. So get in, lock in, and best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thanks for the support, you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming off vacation to come out to Tiger Park.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.